मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए।
शुभमन, बस इतना ही करना है, सिंपल है।
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना, जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है। Muscle Blaze Hydrate Fizzy Tabs with electrolytes for rehydration, vitamins for energy reload, and BCAA for recovery. Now sweat it till you get it. Muscle Blaze Hydrate. Rehydrate, reload, recover.
20 action-packed games on day one, and we're heading into game two. Remember, 20 more games to come. The women athletes are going to kickstart day two in a grand fashion. Remember, it is the Bengaluru Blings taking on Kolkata Victory. And mind you, Kolkata Victory have got some reinforcements today. Let's not waste time. We welcome the first team on the floor here then. It is the Bengaluru Blings. All set and ready for the action. Remember, this is the first session in the day. We call in the next team. On to my left once again, it is the Kolkata Victory. Straight up, we'd like to thank all our sponsors for being so generous towards us, not forgetting our officials for this game who would be officiating the game. I'd like to welcome our officials, Mr. Ashwini, alongside Mr. Suraj, no delay in the live stream today. We're heading straight into action. We head back into the live stream. We have a Vipin Clement who's joining us today in the commentary box, and I'm sure you're going to have a good time with him. Stay tuned. Once again, we begin with live action, and like I mentioned to you, I've been joined by Vipin Clement in the commentary box. He's wearing a nice formal shirt, some nice denims, and a great smile on his face, coming all the way to join us in the commentary box. So, very good morning, Clement.
Good morning, Stalin. I think this is the contrast between the two formats as well. You in a round neck t-shirt representing the energy and the speed and the haste and the lack of formality that exists on this 3-on-3 format. And me, on the other hand, little conventional, a little bit with that extra amount of cushioning fat that I carry with myself, representing the old school 5-on-5 full court game.
And this is exactly what we're talking about yesterday. You know, the 3-on-3 format, they normally say that it's fast-paced and not made for everyone. But this league is an example that it is for everyone and anyone who fits the format. Remember, if it doesn't matter the age, it doesn't matter the number. If you're really fit, you're agile, you're fast, you can come and perform on the given day, you can certainly do the damage.
Absolutely. Agility, the focus when we look at 3-on-3.
Akanksha Patel here for the Bengaluru Blinks. Remember, they've not had a very good game yesterday. They played 2 games. They lost both. They have 4 games to play. This is their 3rd. And that's a very good point, I must tell you. Vipin from Hemangi Gamit. Straight up in action, bringing those points for the Blinks. Great start. Kolkata victory. They played with 3 players yesterday. They've got a reinforcement today in the form of Arushi, who's currently on the bench. And I'm sure she'll come in as well. But they're looking good here, much better from the Blinks. Don't you think, Vipin, the starting few seconds, minutes are just the warm-up? Maybe the first day was a warm-up for the Blinks?
Absolutely, especially when you look at these standalone tournaments, Stalin, basketball is all about combination play, right? And this is an opportunity for these girls to get together, understand each other's game. You can do it in practice, but unless you feel the pressure on the court, it's a different ball game altogether. So that's what they would have had yesterday. Today, definitely opening a lot more stronger than they did yesterday. The Blinks up by 2.
Absolutely, because yesterday when I watched the game, it was the other way around. You had the Kolkata victory putting absolute pressure on the opposition. The way they began, they looked like a champion side, even though they were playing with only 3 athletes. And just like while we're talking, the first points coming in from Abalad. She gets another one there. So 1-2, just the 1 point difference right now. Naomi Lakhanpal trying to maneuver play. There's good movement as well, a rotational play from the entire Kolkata victory side. And now slowly finding the feet, Vaishali. That's a foul there that's been called once again. I'm sure the Blinks would want to try and do better and maintain that lead. How important is that lead, Vipin, in this fast format? Remember, the game can change anytime. You're just getting 1 point compared to the 5x5 format. There are no 3-pointers. It's just the 2 that you get. So there is a lot of hard work, isn't it?
Absolutely. And also the free throws become a lot more important in 3-on-3, right? So it's not just that you can be, you cannot be Shaquille O'Neal in 3-on-3 basketball. You need to convert these, double scorers that you get from the free throw line.
The strength is also something that we look at in this format, because compared to the 5x5, you're allowed to use a little more energy, a little more power, a little more body weight and strength in this format. So you have to have that as well in terms of when you're playing. Lekna Hegde this time playing as a post, a missed pass. And they form a very good partnership actually, Lekna and Hemangi. You've seen them play together yesterday as well. The partnership has been great between the two. On the other hand, if you're looking at Kolkata victory, jersey number 5, Naomi Lakhanpal and Vaishali, as well as Abalad, they formed a great partnership. I'm not sure how Arushi is going to fit in there in this specific team, because I can see 2 tall players already. That is Vaishali and Arushi. Do you think, Vipin, it's a little difficult to try and fit in a team coming in on day 2?
Yes, sometimes, of course. But the beauty of this is they've not really had any kind of a preseason, right? So it's just one game that's about 10 minutes that they've had together. So there's not too much of catching up to do. On the other hand, this is turning out to be an interesting battle, Stalin, between the 2 tall players from both these sides. Hegde here with the ball doesn't really have the advantage of using her body weight, whereas Naomi, on the other hand, can use her body weight, post up and keep Hemangi out.
And let me tell you, Vipin, there is something additional there working for Naomi, which is that left hand, right? There's not every bowler who's a left-hander. And the left-handers, they have a special touch. You see in the men's as well and in the women's, the left-handed bowlers have something special about them. You know, so that left hand coming into play when you're getting that ball tap in, because constantly as normal players, you're watching that right hand movement. You're constantly, you know, the psyche works on the right hand, but Naomi coming in with that left hand, it's an added advantage to pull in a different move at any time in the game. Currently the timeout there. What do you think Kolkata victory is discussing at the minute?
I think they'll be kind of happy with how they've come back into this game, right? So they started off a bit slow. This team in blue had a blistering start. So the Bangalore Blinks had a blistering start. Wow, I'm getting going. And that's us, Stalin and me, on the commentator's box. Looking forward to some excitement here on day 2.
Just like I said, can you show us the smile, Vipin? The smile that you came in with. That's the smile that the viewers want to see as well. And that's Vipin for you. He's been in the business for quite some years, and I'm learning from him. Yeah, sitting alongside him. A gem to have, and he's come all the way here, traveled for us for the love of basketball. And it's always a good time sitting alongside him and calling the games.
Privilege is all mine, Stalin. The beauty of 3-on-3 basketball at the EP3L. Blings back in business. Good interception. Opportunity to reset. Drives in, outlet pass at the free throw line. Good look to the basket. Didn't get the roll off the board.
Yes, there was an opportunity for a pass there. Akanksha didn't really see that. She had Hemangi and Lekhna both left free actually, and that could have been a good opportunity for them to convert. And I guess that is important for the Blinks. Passing and trying to keep yourself as free as possible. Because one thing that I have seen not working out for them is the constant movement. They need to move as much as possible. Oh, beauty! That is phenomenal. They're taking a 2 right away. That's a speciality that they can bring to the table. Lovely pass from Abalad. Naomi Lakhanpal trying to page a reply. Vaishali Singh finding it a little difficult. Thought as much. The foul had to be called. Defensive fouls are certainly always work. And remember, once it goes to that 6 fouls, then it's going to be a little difficult. The teams have to be aware of that. Currently, the Kolkata victory at 3, Bengaluru Blinks at 1. So there is a chance for them to show aggression. There is a few fouls that they can commit without being worried. Great movement there from Lekhna, looking much better today. She's hit her head there. Hope
That
she's
didn't sound
fine.
good, Stalin. That didn't sound good. Definitely
Being an athlete requires a
something
high
to
amount
be
of protein
worried
in my
about.
daily diet. And that is why my perfect breakfast partner is muscle-based high-protein oats. 17-gram protein filled with good fats, antioxidants and folic. This breakfast won't just kickstart your morning, but will keep you energized throughout the day.
Must
Head injury is always a serious matter, especially with the likelihood of a concussion. Always good to get your medical staff on the court, take a look at the player. You know, they get those quick checks done on the eye movements, looking for whether there is coherence in terms of what the player is able to understand from the medical staff. And we hope that soon enough things will fall in place and she'll be back on the court.
Absolutely, and Hemangi being a very prime player, the top aspect, of the team. She's a young gun, has also represented at the national games. So she's one of the players who the Bengaluru Blinks are looking on to. So I'm sure they will need her. A fight there between Naomi and Akanksha. There's a Poonam Patel who's also gotten into the scheme of things in place of Hemangi. Lekhna coming out. I'm sure Hemangi is going to go in.
It's a good sign, Stalin. She's back on the court. That's a good sign.
Absolutely, and like you mentioned, Vipin, the kind of concussion, that we're looking at, these are some of the aspects in the sport today that need to be looked into. We need to be very careful, and that's a beauty there. Another one there coming in for Team Kolkata. Arushi there doing a fantastic job in terms of bringing it. And like I told you, she's at reinforcement who's coming today. And straight away in action, Hemangi has hit her head once again. I guess she needs to be a little careful with the way she's going about her business. Always want to see that it's going in the right manner and in the right direction. Good points that for the Bengaluru Blinks. Today is a good day, I'm sure. The morning has been good. And Arushi then with a reply. She gets one more. A good start here for the Blinks this morning. Much better. Hemangi Gamit. Very close. Back with Poonam Patel. Has Akanksha. Back to Akanksha now all by herself in the center. Lekhna is out. And lovely point there for Akanksha. Bengaluru Blinks have upped the ante. Slow and steady. They're doing a good job for sure. And Lekhna comes in there, substitution. They're playing well. 6-7.
Naomi there, getting an opportunity to get a breather. Not something we can say too often in 3-on-3 basketball. And the beauty this time round is Calcutta has a spare player on the bench, so a good opportunity to rotate this side.
Naomi Lakhanpal once again managing to convert that. It's going to be very tight, 8-6. Lekhna Hegde, maneuvering play. Gets it inside at 7-8 now. Beg your pardon, that's 8 all. It's just that a correction there. That's a beauty from Arushi once again. She gets 2 more, and what a kind of reinforcement that is, Vipin, for a Team Kolkata victory.
Foul there. Hegde able to take the ball to the line. Lekhna, she'll be hoping to convert this. After a strong start initially, Bangalore Blinks now trailing to the Kolkata victory. And Lekhna Hegde with the opportunity to take her team ahead. Let's remind our viewers, it's 2 points for converting this free throw.
And I guess that's a line cut there, Vipin, and that's the reason she does not get that point. And she has to be careful about this. Remember, that was a very good basket. That point would have certainly made a difference for her team. And I'm sure she will be mindful of it the next time. Blinks fighting really hard. Himangi, hard luck. Back with Naomi, who's playing with aggression. Arushi now this time, right in the center for Abalad. A little difficult. I like the aggression that Bengaluru Blinks are showing against a team like Kolkata. Victory. Because you see Kolkata, they always try and put the pressure. Just like we saw yesterday, they have 3 games today in every session to try and finish their quota of 4 games. Bengaluru has finished 2 yesterday. They are playing 2 today. So lots of action coming up.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it. Abha from outside. The radar wasn't quite zoned in. Just going a little long on that attempt. Here's an opportunity to reset. Just 1 minute and 55 seconds left in this game.
Not sure if we're going to see the first overtime of this league. Haven't seen that as of yet. A beautiful conversion. Vaishali Singh. She's been waiting outside for some time. Coming with some fresh mind. Probably getting a breather as well. And straight away, that 1 point there. 10-8. Abalad is a little too much for Naomi. No, it's not. She dribbles all the way against Himangi. They are frenemies. Remember, coming from Jain University. Both the players playing against each other today. Normally play with each other. Teammates. And that's a beautiful defense there.
She had an opportunity to pass there, Stalin. Lekhna was right in front of her and her body was protecting her from the defense as well. But sometimes you need to play for strategy, to play for these 2 points that you can possibly get on 3-on-3. Taking her time. Line cut there. The official keeping a close eye on proceedings. Not only watching the hands of these players, but also watching the feet.
10-9. The score here. Remember, a timeout is so essential at this part of the game, Vipin, because it's just the last 1 minute. 1 point difference, and this game can go any which ways. Because if there are 2 or 3, 4 more fouls committed, Kolkata victory at 5, Bengaluru Blinks at 2, this can certainly change the complexion of the game, because after 7, every free throw means 2 free throws, right? So you have a chance at getting 2 points. And I don't know which team are you betting on from here.
Too close to call, too close to call. Victory versus Blinks. Blinks starting off strong, but now finding the going a little tough as Kolkata victory settles into this contest. But it's an opportunity to start well. Akansha Patel will be at the free throw line. Some confusion about the decision, the last decision. And being very sharp about how things are panning out was Naomi, spotting and reminding the official that, hey, it was a line cut that got us to this situation. And that situational awareness is a good sign in a young player. Realizing that something was amiss, going to the official, telling them that, hey, I thought this was a line cut. This was supposed to be our ball possession.
That is true, Vipin, and that is being mindful of the situation, like you mentioned. You have to make sure that these things are certainly accounted for and fairly given to them. Kolkata victory, 10-9, just at 1 point. How are they going to cover it? It's something I'd like to see. A lovely move there, pulling the players in. They've got a point along with a free throw opportunity, which may be double. Can Vaishali take this to 12?
Wonderful layup there, using her body to protect the ball, cradling it in her right arm and then off the glass for 1. And no mistakes from the free throw line. As we say, when the going gets tough, the tough get going, and that's exactly what we've seen with the Kolkata victory. Leading from the front, jersey number 1, Vaishali Singh. As the clock winds down, the victory definitely stepping up the pressure. Good defense there.
Victory almost closer to getting another win here. A travel violation there against Kolkata victory. Ballard comes in. 9-12. The Blinks have fought really well here. Kudos to them, considering that probably they've lost the morale yesterday with losing 2 games. Hemangi hasn't been able to deliver those threes or twos, as you may want to call it. Still few seconds. Lekna's missed that opportunity, don't you think?
The pass should have come a little faster. And that's what they were looking for, but if only they would have gotten that about 20 seconds ago, this match would have been more exciting.
So close and yet so far, Vipin. What an end to this game. Hemangi, she knows that if only that was a 2, maybe they'd still fight for it. But nevertheless, the Kolkata victory take home their second win in the Elite Pro 3x3 League. And Bengaluru Blinks, they fall short in their third match as well. They have one more match to come today. But remember, it's been a very good start this morning. Right after this, you have the men's matches coming up as well. We have the Delhi Dominators taking on Surat Diamonds. And highlights coming in very soon.
What a fantastic opening we had to this first fixture. Bangalore getting things going with this virtual impossible attempt. But as the game progressed, Calcutta victory started showcasing their class. This was a side that played with only 3 players yesterday, so probably a little slow, a little sore from their outings yesterday. But when it came to the time when it matters, towards the latter segment of the game, one after the other, the defense and the offense of Calcutta victory taking them to the fore. The Blinks did make a comeback, trying to catch up, but eventually the lead that they had created for themselves, Calcutta, each one of them whether it be Vaishali, whether it be Arushi, Naomi, or Abha, had a fantastic game, and that's what you require at this level.
Some great baskets that we've seen, almost a contribution from everyone there. Bengaluru Blinks, like I mentioned, happy with the way they went. And the player of the match then, the Muscle Blaze player of the match goes to Naomi Lakhanpal. She is a Muscle Blaze kit in terms of helping her with her endurance, with her strength and agility. And Naomi Lakhanpal, with a smile on her face, will take home the Muscle Blaze player of the match award. That's it then from me and Vipin.
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है. मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट फिजी टैब्स विद इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स, विटामिन्स एंड BCAA. मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, रीहाइड्रेट, रीलोड, रिकवर.
मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए.
शुभमन, बस इतना ही करना है. सिंपल है.
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है. मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट फिजी टैब्स विद इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स फॉर रीहाइड्रेशन, विटामिन्स फॉर एनर्जी रीलोड एंड BCAA फॉर रिकवरी. नाउ स्वेट इट टिल यू गेट इट. मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, रीहाइड्रेट, रीलोड, रिकवर.
Being an athlete requires a high amount of protein in my daily diet. And that is why my perfect breakfast partner is muscle-based high-protein oats. 17-gram protein filled with good fats, antioxidants, and whole grain. This breakfast won't just kickstart your morning, but will keep you energized throughout the day.
मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए।
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना, जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है। मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट फिजी टैब्स विद इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स, विटामिन्स एंड BCAA। मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, रीहाइड्रेट, रीलोड, रिकवर।
मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए।
शुभमन, बस इतना ही करना है, सिंपल है।
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना, जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है। मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट फिजी टैब्स with electrolytes for rehydration, vitamins for energy reload, and BCAA for recovery. Now sweat it till you get it. Muscle Blaze Hydrate. Rehydrate, reload, recover.
They are ready and they are waiting to welcome the teams. The first team coming in here are Team Delhi Dominators. To give them a tough competition on the other side, we also have the Surat Diamonds. It's an action-packed encounter for these two teams. So the boys are all ready. They're taking a team picture, and we head back into the commentary box as we have a Whippet who will start the proceedings for us. Stay tuned.
Let's just going Dominators versus the Diamonds. Delhi Dominators, who will be in white, taking on the Surat Diamonds, who will be in blue. Looking forward to some action-packed fun here at the 3 EPL.
मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए।
शुभमन, बस इतना ही करना है, सिंपल है।
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना, जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है। Muscle Blaze Hydrate Fizzy Tabs with electrolytes for rehydration, vitamins for energy reload, and BCAA for recovery. Now sweat it till you get it. Muscle Blaze Hydrate. Rehydrate, reload, recover.
Being an
Beautiful layup to get us going. Z-Man, the He-Man. Into traffic. Was looking for some help but gets an underarm release going for himself. Nice move, but the coordination not really clicking into place. Let's not forget it's only day 2 and most of these players would have started playing 3-on-3 with each other only yesterday. And it takes some time to build that confidence, to build that coordination, that skill. That's what we will begin to see when we come into day 3. Nice drive, good defensive hustle. Amol with an opportunity. Off the glass, no mistakes. Good hustle there, defensive play from beyond the 3-point arc. No mistakes for Mohit. Pull-up jumper. Do we see a reply from Delhi? No, we don't. Amol trying to give a quick outlet pass, intercepted. On his way into the paint, does not get the roll from the ring. Was looking to get a call from the official. Zeman there. Short on all counts. Forced attempt, just could not translate the body movement into the release there, Ravi. There you can see flexing his muscles, wanting to get some circulation back. Zeman being guarded well there by Ravi, but he finds a way to the hoop. Reach and foul, call goes against number 1, Tanmay. There you can see the disappointment on his face. Feeling the call was a little harsh. Trying to get a word in with the official. Good defensive rebound. Amol with the ball on the periphery. Nice distribution here, calling the play for the Diamonds. Zeman there will have to be careful. A little too aggressive on the defense. The official watchful. Tanmay, nice open look for the basket. And this combination play will have to work out well for both these players, Zeman and Tanmay. As I'm joined in the commentators box by Stalin. Stalin, a good start to this game. Both these teams playing really fast.
Absolutely, and this has been that kind of a day, Vipin, where we've seen day 1 teams having a slow start on day 2, because as you can see the scoreboard already, the Diamonds are kind of dominating the Dominators. You see 4 points to the Diamonds, to the Dominators, and this is something I'm sure the underdog teams are learning. You know, they're looking at how they performed on day 1, going back to the drawing board, seeing what kind of strategies we can work out. A beautiful 2 there from Amol Yadav, and another diamond in the making.
I like that one. Here's an opportunity. Pull-up jumper. Takes 2 steps. Slow-mo lane there. Hesitation in the defense. Not stepping up. And getting a roll from the basket. Zeman on the other hand. Nice move there towards the bucket. Creating space for himself and then goes up. Takes the foul from Ravi in the way. Double play opportunity here for Zeman.
We had a Zimam yesterday in the commentary box. He's another very joyful and enthusiastic and animated chap, I must say, coming all the way from the UAE. And remember, he loves playing professionally as well. Really brings that spice and flavor to the Dominators team. Also, a lot of strength. You can see his muscles there. I'm sure, I don't know when will I have such muscles. But hopefully someday, if there is a little bit of consistency. What do you say, Vipin?
I think you're perfect the way you are. You know, I'd happily swap appearances with you right now. Pull-up jumper from 3. And the man we were talking about, Zeman. A good defensive rebound. Opportunity for making the play complete, and that's what he does. Keeping Delhi in this game against the Surat Diamonds. Nice defensive hustle for Delhi. Can they set up play? Opportunity to set up Zeman on the pivot. He'll back into Ravi. Too fast for Ravi there with that fake. Nice hustle there. Last touch. White, says the official. So it's going to be a Surat diamond ball. Or is it? Tanmay is going to keep the ball, says the official. Zeman will bring it up. Tanmay off the screen. Nice play. It's been a good switch. He should use this height advantage right up to the ring. Somehow that worked out for Delhi. Zeman there doing 3/4 of the way, everything right. Just the finish letting him down.
And that's the legend there, Ravi Kumar, all the way from Chennai. Remember, like we started off our conversation, it is anybody's game. Anyone who fits the bill. Age is just a number. He has the height advantage, and I'm sure he's currently doing the damage just the way he should for the Surat Diamonds.
Absolutely, Stalin. And with some of these experienced players, right, they also know the advantage of starting slow. So you will notice that he will be a little more constrained in his movements in the early part of the contest. And as you get into minute 7, minute 8 is when they start peaking. Whereas the youth that you see in front of you, Zimam, will be going at 100% right from minute 1.
Great observation that, Vipin. Spoken like a true pundit, I must say. And also speaking about Abudai Yadav, remember he's playing for Team Goa Waves, and Amol Yadav is his brother. So he'd want to try and compete with his brother, who's got the MVP yesterday. We also have our guests of honors. We have Sunil sir there. We also have Parmeshwar sir and Nera sir, who always backed and supported this league. Passionate always about the game, passionate about the sport, and will always be there to push this to the next level. Kev just a miss. Tanmay Mali tries to slow down the pace. Lot of strength there. Mohit Chauhan, he'll try his best as well. Straight to Kev. Now Mohit not very happy with that, asking the officials for a foul there. We spoke about Kev Hazia yesterday as well, Vipin. He's one of the celebrated names in the Indian basketball fraternity. And, after many years, he's back in action. And there's still that fitness, still that agility. Love to see players play at the professional level. And that really tells us that the sport is not over. It's only growing in India.
Absolutely, and I think that's the beauty of 3-on-3 basketball as well. So if you compare it with, say, the primary sport in our country today, which is cricket, the shortest format, T20, is a youth game. Whereas when you look at 3x3 basketball, the beauty is, even with experience, you can play 3x3 for a lot longer. So you can prolong your career. You could probably play 5-on-5 full court press in your youth, but you can play 3-on-3 basketball well into your career. Just sorting things out there. The officials finally ball with Tanmay. Nice layup there, off the glass for 2.
Exactly, Vipin. They get that one there, and we are so used to saying 2 and 3. That happened with me yesterday as well. The 3x3 format, remember, some things change in terms of the points. The 3s go away, the 2s come in. And Tanmay Mali, we're talking about him. I'm sure you were with me when you saw him play for the Delhi Dominators in the preseason. Fantastic guy, upcoming talent. He was all over the place and still continues to dominate in the Delhi Dominators team for his side. And look at the way they've turned the tables. They were trailing. They certainly come back into this and made it 10-8 right now.
2-point lead. Can they convert? Can they hold on till the end of time? 4 minutes, 17 seconds left on the game clock. And the foul count also mounting against the Delhi Dominators. Good release there. You can see the revolutions on these colored balls. And you know how good the release of the player is. White ball. Zeman asking for calmness. Wants a screen. Weave on top. Beautiful rebound there. Just the finish letting him down on a couple of occasions, Talent.
I like that matchup there that's going on between Ravi Kumar and Zimam. Remember, two tall men in both sides. Zimam, like you mentioned, he's a young talent filled with a lot of zeal and energy. On the other side, Ravi Kumar, veteran, but still there in terms of someone who can run the riot in the team. Look at that matchup there. Look at that. That's the beauty that I'm talking about. Experience at play, quick turn, and subtle and gentle finish.
Absolutely. Dropped the shoulder and Zeman went flying. And a couple of quick possession changes here. And you can see momentum building for the Diamonds. This is going to be crucial. And he converts a two-pointer there. And just as we were speaking about Delhi's cushion coming from behind, the Diamonds now have made this a close, exciting game for us to call.
Rightly said that the Diamonds are certainly 1 point up here. 12-11. A foul there that's coming. Once again going in favor of Team Diamonds. Remember, 6-4. It's going to be very crucial in terms of the fouls. Another point here taken by Mohit Chauhan. That is good for the Diamonds actually.
Good layup attempt there, and Ravi was a little hesitant to put his arm in, and we can understand why, because the foul count of both these sides is coming up. And for those of you who've joined us for the first time in the EPA 3L, which is the 3-on-3 format, every time you go to the free throw line after 7 fouls for the opponent side, you get 2 points. So these teams will need to be careful about their fouling as the game proceeds. Dominators have 1 to give, the Diamonds have 2 to give. Silky setup play by Ravi.
He gets another 2 there. They're inching closer and closer to that finish. (15-14).
Tanmay. That would have been a crucial basket. And it's just about a minute left. Both these teams even now. 15 points each. Very close game. Slowly as the stakes rise, you can see the aggression levels in both these sides. What a fantastic release. Reverse release. Switching his wrist the other way around, not the conventional side. Zeman there. As the game has progressed, his finishing has let him down. The hustle for the rebound is there, but the finish not up to the mark. Here's a pull-up jumper now. Ankur, back-to-back releases. Trying to cover up that lead. Delhi needs to take their time to set up play. Zeman should work his opponent. This time he does a little more patience, and that results in the basket.
Travel violation there. Last 1 minute, Whippin. Place your bets very soon.
I think it's a tussle between experience and energy. Definitely the Delhi Dominators seem to have more energy on the court, whereas the Diamonds seem to be bringing their experience. I think Ravi's presence on the court keeping them a lot more calmer. It's a great tussle to observe between the number 2 from Delhi Dominators. Just as we speak, there's a timeout on the floor. 16 points each. What an amazing moment. And like you were saying, with 54 seconds left, probably is this going to be the first overtime contest in this league?
16 all, getting so close. I love the way the Diamonds have sharpened their edges this morning. You see they're tired. It's not easy to come out, play a 10-minute encounter without a pause. You know, there is no breathing room actually in this format. You have to go all in. And that really takes a toll on the players. I'm sure the weather conditions, sometimes get to them. It's really hot in here. And they have to give their 100%. Back in action. Tanmay Mali. Renowned energy once again. Amol Yadav still fighting. Kev Zia in favor of the Team Diamonds. Can they get two here? Won't be surprised if we see an overtime. Oh, lovely that. Good movement from Ravi Kumar. Straight to Amol Yadav. He has Mohit Chauhan. Lovely from Zimam. And a shot clock violation. Have to be careful of the shot clock. Just 12-second window. And just clarifications there. Back in business. Last 20 seconds here. Vipin, overtime.
You never know. You never know. They'll need to convert on this though.
17-16. Last 10 seconds here. Another basket there, Vipin. 17 all. What's it going to be? 5 seconds to go on the shot clock. Amol Yadav misses it. And yes, it is the overtime. The first one, I assume, in the EP 3x3 format. 17 all year. So we wait and find out then which way this game goes.
Athlete requires a high amount of protein in my daily diet. And that is why my perfect breakfast partner is muscle-based high-protein oats. 17-gram protein filled with good fats, antioxidants and folic acid. This breakfast won't just kickstart your morning, but will keep you energized throughout the day.
Muscle blaze.
We are back in overtime. EP3L. This is going to be exciting, Stalin.
The first team managing to get a 2-point wins. That is the Surat Diamonds. That is Mohit Chauhan. And what a finish that is, Vipin. Clear-cut business there, taking on the Dominators. Mind-blowing, don't you think?
Absolutely. So in overtime, the focus shifts from offense to defense. You need to be on your man. And what a brilliant end we've had to the first contest on day 2 in the men's division. Taking it from the top. Surat Diamonds, 1917, trouncing the Delhi Dominators.
मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए।
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है। मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट फिजी टैब्स विद इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स, विटामिन्स एंड BCAA। मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, रीहाइड्रेट, रीलोड, रिकवर।
मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए।
शुभमन, बस इतना ही करना है, सिंपल है।
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है। Muscle Blaze Hydrate Fizzy Tabs with electrolytes for rehydration, vitamins for energy reload, and BCAA for recovery. Now sweat it till you get it. Muscle Blaze Hydrate. Rehydrate, reload, recover.
Well, getting his photo opportunity today. What a fantastic game he had. The official nutrition partner for us, Muscle Blaze. And that's Mohit Chauhan, flexing his muscles. What a fantastic game he's had. Player of the game.
मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए।
शुभमन, बस इतना ही करना है, सिंपल है।
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है। Muscle Blaze Hydrate Fizzy Tabs with electrolytes for rehydration, vitamins for energy reload, and BCAA for recovery. Now sweat it till you get it. Muscle Blaze Hydrate. Rehydrate, reload, recover.
Being an athlete requires a high amount of protein in my daily diet. And that is why my perfect breakfast partner is Muscle Blaze High Protein Oats. 17-gram protein filled with good fats, antioxidants and whole grain. This breakfast won't just kickstart your morning but will keep you energized throughout the day.
मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए।
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना, जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है। Muscle Blaze Hydrate Fizzy Tabs with electrolytes, vitamins and BCAA. Muscle Blaze Hydrate. Rehydrate, reload, recover.
मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए।
शुभमन, बस इतना ही करना है, सिंपल है।
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना, जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है। Muscle Blaze Hydrate Fizzy Tabs with electrolytes for rehydration, vitamins for energy reload, and BCAA for recovery. Now sweat it till you get it. Muscle Blaze Hydrate. Rehydrate, reload, recover.
This is match number 3 on day 2 in the first session. Our match officials, Mr. Mehfooz and Mr. Dinesh, they're all ready with the match ball. The teams are all set to enter. Let's welcome the first team, the Lucknow Swarms. Lucknow Swarms, they're waiting to get to winning ways. They're looking all nice and bright in their away kit, the white kit that they're wearing. Alongside them, to give them a tough competition, we're looking at the Kochi Packers. As usual then, they're ready for a match picture, and I cannot wait to pass on the baton straight into the commentary box where Vipin awaits to take you to live action.
Let's get going any moment now. We will come back with live action. Well, we are all set, waiting to see who scores the first basket here. Nice interception. Pull-up jumper. Neither of these teams yet to get themselves registered on the scorecard. Giving him with so much time and space. And when you do that, the player delivers. 2-point start for the Kochi Packers. Off the glass. Good move there. Good start by Kochi. Quick 3 points. Early days. Last touch Kochi. There's an opportunity here for the Swarms to make their way back in. Sometimes a ball possession like this is what results in a momentum swing. Nice move to the basket. Sandwiches his way through. At the free throw line now. Will Swarm register their first point? Pull-up jumper from outside. No luck with the basket. The Packers definitely seem to be a lot more organized. Their ball distribution far superior. Whereas there seems to be confusion in the Swarm. Nice defense. Good defensive play. Denying that opportunity. What a runaway start this has been for the Kochi Packers. On the perimeter. Off the weave. Creating space for him. That's teamwork. Another 2 points. 6-1. Lane. Tough defense. Rejected from the paint. And the official's call follows. A little too robust on the defense there. Swarm will need to make a comeback, and if they need to make that comeback, it needs to happen now. He has an open look at the basket, decides to fake and ball touch from behind. You can see that clearly on your screens. As he was making his way to the basket, the defender's arm landing on his wrist, and he's going to go to the free throw line. The Patchers running away with this. Just not letting the Swarms swarm. Free throw attempts now. And these are the kind of opportunities the Swarms will need to create for themselves, because definitely in running play they're struggling. So they will need to stop the game as much as possible. Make their way into the paint, get fouled and get to the free throw line, because that's the only way things seem to be working for them. Overplay there. And this is what the Packers will need to be careful about. You know, things are working for them. Things are working well. And at that point of time, don't change the way you're doing things. Not the kind of mistake you can afford. Reach in foul call there against the Swarms. Packers from the top of the D. A couple of missed passes over the last minute or so. The coordination amongst the Kochi Packers not up to the mark. Off the dribble. tough call from the official. Could have gone either ways, because the ball just wasn't released. And interestingly, just what we've been talking about, that the Swarms need to spend more time on the free throw line, because that's where they seem to be able to get attempts from. And this was their third attempt from there. They've converted 2, they've missed 1. And if they want any hope in this particular contest, the free throw attempt conversion needs to be better. Pull-up jumper off the glass, not getting the roll. Packers from outside for yet another 2. The officials' arms go up in the air. It's 9-3, 6-point comfortable cushion for the Kochi Packers. Stalin, the Packers have been dominant in the initial minutes of this contest.
Exactly, Vipin. I'd really love actually to see Team Lucknow Swarm do something different, try and swarm the court, because they have the likes of Vikas Yadav. They're also playing with Gopal Ram, some of the top names, Himanshu coming in there. So I'd really love to see them perform, because Gopal Ram having the height advantage, trying to probably show something different and bring a different dynamic to this game. And we watched that yesterday as well, you know, with Gopal Ram. One thing that the team is probably doing wrong is they're only trying to play around him, considering that he's the tallest member in the team. Probably adapt to a different strategy. In yesterday's game, we haven't seen Gopal Ram come outside the court even for a second. You know, so probably I feel that is one of the aspects that they need to look at. Even though he's the tallest member of the team, try and give him some rest. The other 3 need to play in, and probably there they can start finding their feet.
Absolutely. I think it's a little bit of unlearning that they'll have to do to kind of free up all the attention that Gopal is getting in the paint.
Absolutely. They have Shubham Rathi alongside them, jersey number 4. Look at him speaking to Gopal as well. So lots of pep talks there that have been given. Lots of strategies being discussed, and they need that. I'm sure they need that. They have the strength for sure. And I just feel if someone spoke to them, gave them those 2 cents and told them, you know what, it's not only necessary to play around Gopal Ram, try and change that. And young guns, Himanshu Godara, I'm sure he can also do well. Number 3 there. On the other side, the Kochi Packers, they're looking like they're in business with the likes of Mayur Bhatt, number 1, maneuvering the team. Vinod Rathi, number 3. He's been another special talent, top name. Been in the business for quite some years. Ashish Yadav there also in the squad. So they're playing with the 2 tall men. They also have, I'm not sure if you heard of Ishu, overtime Ishu. He's also on the bench there. Avnish, one of the top content creators for basketball in India, overtime Ishu. He's got an opportunity to play today in the EP3L League, and is certainly making the most of it with his team. Lovely that from Mayur Bhatt. Vipin, fantastic, classy, and totally skilled, I feel.
Absolutely, and that's showing on the scorecard as well. 11 points to 4. Make that 5. Finally getting some output from their tall man, Gopal. Here's yet another attempt, trying to see whether he's on a 3-point streak. Pull up. He'll need to pull up. There were 2 people already in the paint. He needed to pull up before he got there. Got a little lucky with that foul call. Shubham Rathi trying to do the same thing once again.
These are basketball players who fans have been waiting from years to watch on a professional level. And like I started off this day by saying, no matter the age, remember there's an opportunity for everyone. And that's what it is currently. Himanshu Godara has all the time in the world. Should have converted that.
I'm sure he's not too happy with himself, but here comes Gopal. And this time cradling that ball in that race, single arm release. Let's see if he can do that again. Yes, he can. In his sleep, you give him that position in the paint, he converts 90% of the time.
And much better that from Gopal Ram. He's looking more confident. He now knows what is to be done. Trying to get closer to the basket. Vinod Rathi, there it is, Gopal. Once again, the scheme of things. Another one, will it come? Almost there. Yes, it is from Gopal Ram. Turning on the ante. 3 attempts. And 3 attempts successfully taken. Bring the Swarms to 9 points there, Vipin. Timeout there taken by the Kochi Packers. Lots of discussion there between the teammates. Mayur Bhatt, Vinod Rathi, Ashish Yadav. They also have Avnish, who I'd like to see come in and play a handy knock there for the team. So that they can try and do better. Really love to see the Patchers change the dynamics a bit. You know, they've still to get Avnish in. He's waiting for his opportunity. Maybe get some fresh legs. That's the push there. You have to maintain those fouls. 6-4 now. The Swarms there. Look at the foul chart. Gopal Ram, he finds a foul in his favor. And they get a free throw opportunity. Isn't that good there, Vipin, for team Lucknow? I guess that's been scrapped off. But Gopal Ram looks good.
Route 1 basketball. Find the tall guy, giving the ball, and then allow him to score. And just as we were watching over the last couple of minutes, what an amazing comeback it's been from the Swarms. They were down by as many as 8 points at one point of time. And then subsequently using that Route 1 basketball and creating that gap.
Vinod Rathi manages to get one more there for the Packers. Vikas Yadav. Oh, lovely that from Ashish Yadav. What defense that is. Mayur Bhatt's free. Gopal Ram gives away that spot and converted there by Ashish Yadav. That's the Packers for you, 13-10. Gopal Ram now in action. He gets one more today. He's looking very good, Vipin. Setting a statement, setting an example for the young boys. Lovely ad from Mayur. It's now getting nasty in the final 3.
It's going to be interesting, Stalin. We have 3.5 minutes, and both these teams are already on 6 fouls each. So one of these teams is definitely going to get into foul trouble. And then from that point on, it's going to be 2 for every free throw. And a height advantage for Gopal Ram and the Lucknow Swarms. That's what they go to right away against Mayur. And good defense this time by Mayur.
Avnish comes in there. That's what I was talking about. The last 3, so important to get that switch. And I'd love to see Avnish do something different. Vikas there, bang on with that defense near the glass. Free for him. Can he get that one? Hard luck. Mayur Bhatt there showing agility. Avnish, can he get through Gopal? He goes all by himself. Nowhere close. Wants to try and come a little more closer there.
think that was an elementary error, Stalin. The moment you have your tallest pivot player at the perimeter, you need to drive in because the paint is free.
Hard luck there for Gopal. He's waiting. Does he get a basket? That's a travel violation. He's not happy with that call. But I should take my words back when I said they should probably sub Gopal out, not play around him, because he's really doing a fantastic job. Certainly has contributed to the team, and most of the points have come from him currently for the Lucknow Swamps.
No point, no point.
Beautiful that from Shubham Rathi. Another conversion, another one. So close once again. Whipping 12-14 that. Mayur Bhatt misses. Chance for Shubham Rathi. He'll take it back. Keep possession. Back with Gopal Ram. Long hands. Huge palm. Is that a foul? Shouldn't it have been called?
I thought it was a violation though. Maybe the official was also looking at the arms and didn't see the hop step.
Yeah, probably both of us looked at two different fouls there at that minute. But 12-14, very interesting game actually.
And we were talking about foul trouble. Both these teams on 6 fouls each, they managed to, get by for almost a minute. And there we have a 2. It's even Stevens, 14 points each.
Shubham Rathi making sure he gets the team up now. Shubham Rathi all by himself, still going. Himanshu Godara, all the time in the world. Misses that too. Gopal Ram, can he get one? Yes, he does. Puts the team in the lead here. 15-14, Gopal Ram. He's the man in action today, man to watch out. Ashish Yadav is back. Hits the rim. Stolen there by Shubham Rathi. 1 minute, 10 seconds. Gopal Ram once again. Gopal Ram takes another one. Whipping, it keeps getting hot now.
Foul call there by the official. 16-14. What an amazing game we've been witnessing in these 9 minutes. The Swarms were down by 8 points at one point of time. And as we come into the clutch time with 1 minute left on the game clock, the Swarms up by 2. And interestingly, Swarms also in foul trouble. So they can't have any fouls to give, and yet at the same time, they need to ensure that they work their production through Gopal Ram.
What an opportunity this is for the Packers. Converted nicely by Vinod Rathi. Back in business. 16 all. From here on, Whipping, like we said, 2 free throws for every foul. 2 free throws. Be careful. Be careful, teams. The game changes here. Mayur Bhatt bags another one. They take the lead now. 17-16. Gopal Ram. Very close. Himanshu Godara converts. Be careful for the fouls there, Shubham Rathi. Cannot give it away. Violation there. That's been a little too difficult there from the official.
He could have given that call either ways. He could have given it for the bump on the shoulder as well. That's sometimes human nature. And interestingly, when you play 3-on-3, you have 2 officials on the court, whereas when you're playing full court, you have 3 officials. So there are some angles that you lose out on while officiating when you officiate a 3-on-3 game.
It's the last few seconds. And is it the basket that they're going to get? Whose way is this going to go? Last 20 seconds. The Swarms are leading here, 19-17.
Crucial possession that's going to be. The Packers will want to set up a 2-point play, create an opportunity from the perimeter, and ideally you'd want to sink that basket with about 8 or 9 seconds left on the shot clock.
I wouldn't be surprised, Vipin, if you're looking at yet another overtime. Keeps getting better. Vinod Rathi here tries to go in for that too. Gopal Ram's right there. He's looking at Himanshu Godara. Right in the center. Back to Gopal Ram. Fighting for it. Huge, tall man, difficult to bend sometimes. And Shubham Rathi, good pass to Himanshu Godara. Can he finish? Yes, he does. So 20 that for the Swamps. And game over.
What a finish, what a finish. Peaking at the right time, playing their main game in the last 3 minutes. What an amazing finish.
Exactly there. The Lucknow Swarms, they come from the back and they win their first game in the 3P, in the EP 3x3 league, I beg your pardon. But what a wonderful way to come back and steal the game away from the opposition. Gopal Ram, fabulous. You also have Shubham Rathi, he's been exceptional. Vikas Yadav, such a team contribution that. Top work and top competition there from everyone. Who would be your player of the match, Vipin, if I had to ask you?
I think there's only one name that comes to mind. The tall, calm, composed Gopal Ram. What an amazing game he's had. The first 3-4 minutes, he was taking his time, sizing out the situation. And then when it came to game time, he went in for the kill.
I also feel Shubham Rathi and Gopal Ram, the two names that we should be looking at. Maybe Shubham Rathi is being awarded the player of the match.
I think so. He had a great job, a great role to play as well. In fact, his distribution was crucial. And finding Gopal Ram under the basket was Shubham's #1 priority, and he delivered on that. Our Muscle Blaze player of the match, Shubham Rathi.
Excellent stuff there then. Good work that has been put in by Shubham Rathi, like you mentioned. Distribution of the ball, that was so important. Breakaway then to the highlights. Great start from the Packers. Mayur Bhatt opening the account for them. They kept going at a very good pace. But mind you, that man there, he started off the damage for the Lucknow Swarms. And then there was no stopping. Both teams went at each other at equal intervals. There was a good fight. But in the end, what was required was to try and get a lead, which was done specifically by the men in white.
And that's the key man. That's the key man for the Swarms, Gopal Ram. And just like that, taking his team to a W. Lucknow Swarms using the height on the court, using Gopal Ram effectively. And that's basketball. You use the strengths that you have on your team. And what the Kochi Packers needed to work for them was their outside shooting. And towards the end, it just was too good from the Lucknow Swarms.
Being an athlete requires a high amount of protein in my daily diet. And that is why my perfect breakfast partner is Muscle Blaze High Protein Oats. 17-gram protein filled with good fats, antioxidants and FODK. This breakfast won't just kickstart your morning but will keep you energized throughout the day.
मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए.
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना, जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है. मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट फिजी टैब्स with electrolytes, vitamins and BCAA. Muscle Blaze Hydrate. Rehydrate, reload, recover.
मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए.
शुभमन, बस इतना ही करना है. सिंपल है.
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना, जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है. Muscle Blaze Hydrate Fizzy Tabs with electrolytes for rehydration, vitamins for energy reload, and BCAA for recovery. Now sweat it till you get it. Muscle Blaze Hydrate. Rehydrate, reload, recover.
The officials are all ready, and remember we are entering the last few games in this specific session. You have the match officials who are all set. We have a Sarthak who's standing alongside Suraj. There are match officials for this game, and they will be taking the game forward. Remember, it is the women's match that is going to be played between the Chandigarh Dreams and the Mumbai Starlets. Remember, Mumbai Starlets have had a fantastic day yesterday, and Chandigarh Dreams, they also want to try and win a game here. To begin with, the first team to enter here, we have the Chandigarh Dreams. White there, they want to try and get to victory, to try and attain their dream, and not wasting any more time. Next up, we have the Mumbai Starlets. A team photograph and a picture for these two sides. As they get ready for their encounter, we are heading back into the commentary box where we have Vipin take the game for us.
Well, this is an undefeated Mumbai Starlets side, and it's going to be interesting watching these four girls play. Kritika, Sagarika, Ashwati and Shaili. And the Chandigarh Dreams, when we come back, will be hoping to put up a good fight.
Being an athlete requires a high amount of protein in my daily diet. And that is why my perfect breakfast partner is muscle-based high-protein oats. 17-gram protein filled with good fats, antioxidants and whole grain. This breakfast won't just kickstart your morning but will keep you energized throughout the day.
मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए।
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना, जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है। मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट फिजी टैब्स विद इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स, विटामिन्स एंड BCAA। मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, रीहाइड्रेट, रीलोड, रिकवर।
मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए।
शुभमन, बस इतना ही करना है, सिंपल है।
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना, जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है। Muscle Blaze Hydrate Fizzy Tabs with electrolytes for rehydration, vitamins for energy reload, and BCAA for recovery. Now sweat it till you get it. Muscle Blaze Hydrate. Rehydrate, reload, recover.
Well, we are ready for this contest at the EP3L Day 2 fixture. This time it's going to be Mumbai Starlets taking on the Chandigarh Dreams. The Mumbai Starlets in pink and Chandigarh in white. Watch out for these players. The Starlets have been undefeated in this competition so far. Kritika, Sagarika, Ashwati and Shaili. A good combination of players. A lot of them based in Delhi currently, representing different state sides but coming together to play 3-on-3 basketball. Shaili with the ball. Nice open look. Do we see an attempt? Yes, we do. Both these teams seem to be defensively matched. A nice outlet pass. Good open look. Hesitation between Shaili. Asking for composure. Playing 3 out right now. High degree of difficulty with that attempt. A sidestep and a release. That's usually tricky because you don't get the right kind of momentum through your body to get that release. Ashwati with the check ball. On the ball was Anjana. 2-point attempt right away. Shaili definitely does have quick hands, but sometimes a little too quick for your own good. Checking out of the game and checking in is going to be Kritika. Good off the screen movement, creating that opportunity for Kritika. Ashwati with a long range and not getting the roll from the ring. Nice rotation on the perimeter, trying to create some space with that screen. Smooth move to the basket by the Delhi girl. She had a hesitation, wasn't really sure whether it was her attempt, but then converts. Good defense by Ashwati. The offense of both these sides is not really settling in, and they need to settle in, and only then will the productivity go up. Kritika with the ball. Quick hands. Mumbai ball. The Starlets. Kritika, the distributor, finds Ashwati. Nice pass there. Not the kind of attempt you want to make while you're falling backwards. Fading away is okay, but falling is difficult. Quick pass out. Kritika now. Pull-up jumper. This time she was settled. Asking for that screen. Moving with her man, Ashwati. The official didn't like her challenge there. And the Chandigarh Dreams will have an opportunity from the free throw line. Can Anjana convert? Yes, she does. Dreams slowly and steadily creating some space for themselves. There seems to be a lot of hustle by the Mumbai Starlets, but it's not resulting in points. Off the screen. Pull-up jumper. This time Kritika grabs that rebound. An unlikely player. Ashwati. Pull-up jumper from 45. Double team there. Free player on the paint. Good pass there. Just in time. Off the dribble for another point. Good move to the basket by Ashwati. Nice smooth left arm release. And finally, we're going to have the Starlets on the scoreboard with an opportunity to make it 2. Good attempt, good attempt. 6-2 now. The Starlets will need to correct this and correct this soon. Good defensive play, just what you like to see. Shelly being watched closely, try to create some space with the screen. Forced attempt there. You can't do that when the tall height is in front of you. Shelly, can she score? And somewhere the Starlets will have to improve their perimeter shooting. That's what's been letting them down. Multiple attempts from both field goal range and 2-point range. Conversion ratios need to be better. And showing how it's done. Malika Seth. Ashwati, hands off the ball. Good pass there. Takes the foul. Good combination play there between Ashwati and Sagarika. And though the basket for Sagarika will count, a lot of hard work done by Ashwati. Pull-up jumper from outside the perimeter. Last touch Chandigarh. Well spotted by the official. Shelly with the ball. Difficult attempt when you take a step back and then go for the attempt, especially at this age bracket. Shelly is a college player at this point of time, represents Jesus and Mary College from Delhi, also part of this elite sports league. And this avatar playing in the EP3L, a combination of 2 elite pro leagues in the country, the Elite Pro Basketball League for men and the Elite Women's Pro Basketball Leagues. And you're watching these pictures exclusively on the FGSN network. Kritika with that pull-up, and this time gets the basket. The swoosh from way outside. Kritika with 2. A good defensive play. Sometimes you don't get that luck with the call. The official finding her presence in the paint a little too strong.
मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए।
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है। मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट फिजी टैब्स विद इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स, विटामिन्स एंड BCAA। मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, रीहाइड्रेट, रीलोड, रिकवर।
मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट।
Chandigarh Dreams have had a dream start, and Anjana still living that dream at the free throw mark. Kritika. Ashwati. These are difficult attempts, especially when you're playing two out. Hard to bank on a rebound if things don't work well. Good release there, good release, high arcing ball. And somehow that ball goes in. Kritika Rajak, the ball handler, scoring a point. Came into play from beyond the line. And so it's going to be ball possession with Chandigarh. Kritika with a rare rebound. Nice no-look pass to Ashwati. These are the kind of baskets that need to work for you. Kritika from way outside, and this time yet another swoosh. Here's an opportunity to find their way back into this game, Mumbai Starlets. If they need to do it, they need to do it now. They cannot wait for later. They have 3 odd minutes left. The gap is only 3 points. And what a brilliant conversion for 2. Kritika red hot right now. Some momentum building for the Mumbai Starlets. Clutch play by Kritika. Yet another attempt, and she is red hot. Back-to-back triple doubles. And right from nowhere, in the lead now, Mumbai Starlets. Good defense now in the paint. Call going in favor of Sagarika. Kritika once again. This time a bit forced. And well, if everything seems to be working for you, you need to continue with these attempts. There's no point in holding back on your form. That's exactly what she chose to do. Anjana with the ball. Off the dribble. Kritika now will be guarding. Last touch by Ashwati. Two and a half minutes left. The Starlets with a 1-point lead. Kritika once again. She's a set shooter. That's something we've established. Forced attempt there. Not really her strength. It's going to be a good hustle there. Ashwati trying to combine with Sagarika at the defensive end. Good hustle by these Starlets. Ashwati with a pull-up jumper finds her way into the paint and then going up for that basket. Good defense. Anjana with an attempt. This time receives the ball, one smooth movement and releases it. Kritika. Kritika finds Anjana. Anjana off the screen. Pick and roll move there, working well. Malika Sethi converts for Chandigarh Dreams. Pull-up jumper from Ashwati. Some forced attempts there by the Starlet side. Sagarika grabbing the rebound. Jump ball, says the call. Let's see whose possession it's going to be. Sagarika, currently based in Assam, but born and brought up in Delhi. So this is her home state. Kritika with an opportunity, this time a long ranger. Close. Kritika Rajak. Starlets trailing by one. Anjana. Good judgment by the ref. 3-second violation there, spotted. But you can't really plant yourself in the paint and expect the ball to find you. The official just telling Kritika, I understand it's the heat of the moment, but you need to respect the ball. Feeding Ashwati there in the paint. Just not lucky with the roll. Kritika off the dribble. Nice opportunity for Anjana. Pull up, turn by Anjana. Starlets trailing by 1, 13-14. This possession important for them. They need to convert. Step back, pull up. High degree of difficulty with that. Kritika, guarded by Kritika. Good defensive hustle. Nice pass there for Sagarika. Outlet to Ashwati. Can she convert? What a brilliant movement. That's the kind of finish you want to see in the 3P. Wow, what a finish. Are we going to see the second overtime? Yes, we do. Somewhere on the court, Stalin smiling, turning around, gives me that look. We are going to enjoy this contest. What a game we've had. The Chandigarh Dreams running away that side in white in the initial moments, ticking like clockwork, and then suddenly from behind on the back of Kritika, multiple three-pointers. Mumbai Starlets claw their way back in. And right in the nick of time, that beautiful combination amongst the three of them and Ashwati landing that stellar blow to tie this game at 14 points each. These players look exhausted. But that's what you play for. You play for glory and you play for the sweat. The officials just reiterating, we're going to be playing for the difference of 2. So whichever team creates that difference of 2 comes up on trumps. So it's virtually a single basket game. Opportunity. Ashwati with the rebound. Time to set. Sagarika in the paint. Sagrika, number 2 in pink for the Mumbai Starlets. Traveling to Delhi for this tournament. Converts that point. It's a do or die point now. Chandigarh Dreams will have to score next to stay in this contest. This is an opportunity. If Mumbai scores, they win this game. Pull-up jumper from Kritika. Must score. Here's an opportunity. They score, they win. Into traffic. Left arm release. And what a game she's had. Kritika, jersey number 1 for Mumbai Starlets. What a fantastic performance it's been. Carrying this side on her shoulders with multiple triple doubles. And then in that clutch moment, that finishing point. Not good news there as Sagrika twists her left ankle on the court in pain. But what a contribution she's made to this side. 16-14 winners, Mumbai Starlet. What a fantastic game we saw between these two sides. Another overtime game. It was a super strong start by the Chandigarh Dreams. All these girls combining really well, especially using Malika Seth's height in the paint. But the Mumbai Starlets woke up a little late. In fact, it was a 4-point lead before the Starlets even scored. And then suddenly from nowhere, it was Kritika time. Back-to-back attempts by their jersey number 1, bringing them into this contest. And then at a crucial moment, when things needed to be done, this team combined really well, taking that win coming from behind. Anjana too with some crucial baskets for her side, keeping the dreams and their dreams alive. Well, what an amazing performance this girl had. Kritika, triple doubles, and our Muzzle Blaze player of the game.
पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए।
शुभमन, बस इतना ही करना है, सिंपल है।
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना, जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है। Muscle Blaze Hydrate Fizzy Tabs with electrolytes for rehydration, vitamins for energy reload, and BCAA for recovery. Now sweat it till you get it. Muscle Blaze Hydrate. Rehydrate, reload, recover.
Being an athlete requires a high amount of protein in my daily diet. And that is why my perfect breakfast partner is Muscle Blaze High Protein Oats. 17-gram protein filled with good fats, antioxidants and whole grain. This breakfast won't just kickstart your morning but will keep you energized throughout the day.
मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए।
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है। मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट फिजी टैब्स विद इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स, विटामिन्स एंड BCAA। मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, रीहाइड्रेट, रीलोड, रिकवर।
मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए।
शुभमन, बस इतना ही करना है, सिंपल है।
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है। Muscle Blaze Hydrate Fizzy Tabs with electrolytes for rehydration, vitamins for energy reload, and BCAA for recovery. Now sweat it till you get it. Muscle Blaze Hydrate. Rehydrate, reload, recover.
Being an athlete requires a high amount of protein in my daily diet. And that is why my perfect breakfast partner is muscle-based high-protein oats. 17-gram protein filled with good fats, antioxidants and whole grain. This breakfast won't just kickstart your morning but will keep you energized throughout the day.
मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए।
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है। मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट फिजी टैब्स विद इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स, विटामिन्स एंड BCAA। मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, रीहाइड्रेट, रीलोड, रिकवर।
मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए।
शुभमन, बस इतना ही करना है, सिंपल है।
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है। मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट फिजी टैब्स with electrolytes for rehydration, vitamins for energy reload, and BCAA for recovery. Now sweat it till you get it. Muscle Blaze Hydrate. Rehydrate, reload, recover.
an athlete requires a high amount of protein in my daily diet. And that is why my perfect breakfast partner is muscle-based high-protein oats. 17-gram protein filled with good fats, antioxidants and folate. This breakfast won't just kickstart your morning, but will keep you energized throughout the day.
मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए।
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है। मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट फिजी टैब्स विद इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स, विटामिन्स एंड BCAA। मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, रीहाइड्रेट, रीलोड, रिकवर।
मसल ब्लेज
Just a slight delay in the schedule, but nevertheless, we still continue with the next game. Remember, we have the match officials waiting there with the match ball, Mr. Chandan and Mr. Mehfooz. They're all ready and set for yet another encounter. Not waiting then, it is the Gladiators taking on the Bengaluru Stallions. The first team to enter for this match, it is the Punjab Gladiators. All set, nice and bright colors. The Gladiators are looking good, very sharp. But to give them a tough competition all the way from the south, we are looking at the Bengaluru Stallions. And as usual, they will all pose for a team picture. And we are going back into the commentary box where Vipin will take proceedings ahead.
What an amazing lineup. What an amazing fixture this is going to be. A few moments while these guys warm up, and we'll be back with live action. It's game time. Stallions taking on the Punjab Gladiators. Watch out for the Stallions in the white and green combination. The player to look out for is jersey number 4, Puneet. Puneet is also known affectionately in basketball community as PC6 because he tends to wear the 6 jersey number. And at the other end, we have the Punjab Gladiators on the ball right now, looking to create that first attempt. Pull-up jumper from outside, this time off the board. Aaron. Slow-mo move there. Smooth as a gazelle. First points on the board for the Stallions. Pull-up jumper, just short. Nice open look, good distribution. Pull-up jumper by 1. Narendra should have converted there, Stalin.
Absolutely. Once again, a very good afternoon, Vipin. And we're all connected since the morning. It's been a live action. Playing really well. Rahul Johri trying to get that. Aaron Montero, Aaron Varghese Blessin. Two of them forming a very good partnership as usual. They come from Jain University, Bangalore. They've been 2 good players in the university circuit and also now form that partnership for the Bengaluru Stallions alongside Puni Chandra. Just like you spoke about him, an international name, has been playing pro leagues, 5x5, 3x3. We missed out on the 5x5 when we had the Elite Pro Basketball League, considering he had an injury, but he is recovered, he is back, and he is ready to rave here at the EP 3x3 League. Alongside, who's just come in with them, is Santosh, jersey number 5. A few quick dribbles and a great opening for him.
Fantastic. And Santosh is no mean kittle as well. He was part of the runner-up team in 2021 3x3, the INBL, International Basketball League, that was held in Bhilai, and he was representing the Bhilai boys back then. The boy's been around for quite some time. He was an India Youth Star in 2005 as well. So it's a good lineup for the Stallions. Punjab will definitely have their work cut out.
Absolutely. You cannot forget the likes of Rahul Johri and Narendra as well. Narendra specifically, very short there, but he is a packet. They say chota packet bada dhamaka in Hindi. That's what he is. And love the way he goes about his business. Great distribution of the ball. Rahul Johri, much better today. He missed a few yesterday. And back in action. Aaron Varghese Blessin trying to come in with an answer. Not executing that in the right manner. Rahul Johri making space. He is open. Santosh finds Aaron Montero. And now we've been following Aaron Montero as well. He's a team player. He loves to assist until the very last second. He will make sure he drives the players in and then passes it, just like he did right here to another teammate. Quick points here from Aaron Varghese Blessin.
Good defense as well. Aaron using his height, so not just contributing offensively, but also contributing defensively. Looking for that slide pass there to Santosh, overcommitting on the defense. Nice open look. These are the ones you need to make them pay, and Rahul Johri makes no mistake. This time a little short there, Rahul. Rahul plays for Khalsa College in Chandigarh, and he's still completing his graduation. Bright days ahead for this young man.
Absolutely. There is a lot of talent available. Remember, you will never underestimate anyone. Remember, even if you get a chance and you think that you do not want to play, there is an opportunity for someone else to fill that gap. Always and every time. So athletes in India, this is an opportunity where you want to try and put your best foot forward. The EP 3x3 League. Puneet Chandra all by himself. Lovely basket. He's got a little breather. Was waiting out for some time.
Lovely ball distribution here from these three. Varghese Blessin using the strength. As he got that, I'm sure he's got the basket and the foul as well in his favor.
So big shout out to all the JN University students who will be tuning in to watch a couple of their mates playing here today. We have the double A battery in attack, Aaron. And this one is Aaron Blessin with that free throw attempt. A Mumbai lad currently in Bangalore and finds his roots from Kotem, having been part of the St. Ephraim's school basketball team back in the day. Puneet finds Aaron. Montero there on the dribble, no look pass. Nice smooth move to the basket. Aaron Blessin with yet another point.
This is what I was talking about there with Aaron Montero. Such a team player. He loves to make sure that his team performs. And you saw that move, the no-look pass, really apt. Narendra had all the time. Thought it was difficult. Great distribution there from the Gladiators. Hard luck for Narendra. Puneet Chandra once again, all by himself.
I think Puneet will be a little disappointed with that attempt, forcing that attempt. I mean, not the kind of situation you need to come up with a pull-up like that. 5-point cushion for Stallions. But like we saw in the previous game, a 5-point cushion could mean nothing, as Kritika showed us for the Mumbai Starlets. 3 back-to-back 2-pointers, and you're in trouble.
And what a celebration that was from Kritika Dhingra when she got that final point. The Sioux is something that we'd never witness. But that's what it is. You play freely. You feel good about the celebration. And I like players like that really blooming with confidence. Speaking about Jain University, you remember they've been champions of the Khelo India Youth Games this year. And they've won so many. Right after that, they've also won the South Zone Basketball Championship. They've taken that away. They recently, a few days back, have come in from another tournament in Punjab. And they've been champions there as well. So Jain University have a lot to their name. And specifically, like you mentioned, for all who've tuned in, and these two AA batteries that you've termed them as, they're really performing well at the minute.
Just as we speak, Puneet, or as he's known to his friends as PC6, checks out of the game, and Santosh checks in. Pull-up jumper from way outside, forced attempt there, no boxing out on the rebound. And the Gladiators almost managed to pinch that rebound away. Aaron Blessin. Narendra turns it around, unleashes and a 2-pointer. Montero, nice bounce pass there for Santosh. Reach and foul. It was on the attempt, so he will be going to the free throw line. (13-8). Stallions with a comfortable 5-point cushion.
8-13 at the minute. Nothing to do with the fouls. Still have a lot of time to think about that. 13 to the Stallions. Lovely that from Santosh. Nice and sleek. Rahul Jodi trying something different. Aaron Montero here. Back with Santosh. Quick 1-2. Aaron Varghese Blessin. He takes yet another one. Superb that. Extraordinary basketball here from these two teams. I really want to see the Gladiators try and take home a victory. You know what, Stallions, they won one match already yesterday. So that has been good for them. In terms of Punjab, they're still waiting to get points, still waiting to win. So we try and see how they go about that. (15-8) at the minute. Puneet Chandra has an opportunity. One free throw. trying to get the best here. Once again, movement. Aaron Montero. Quick 1-2 there from Aaron. And that's a very good basket. That's where he starts there, Vipin. Remember, he can up the ante at any time in the game, and the team, to get 21 first, finishes off the match.
I think the lovely part about this format, you don't have any dead rubbers. You can't get mauled as a side in case the balance is not right. Very well on their way to get that magic number. Good hustle, PC6 with that defensive press. And this time, Montero nails that too.
Magnetic Montero. Whipping. It just sticks to his hand. So nice and easy. And now you can see the Gladiators under pressure. Santosh going for that. Sweet. Looks so close. Aaron Montero once again, and a brilliant one. Montero's in action here. 21 points to the Bengaluru Stallions. And just like I said, finish before time. What a way to end this, Vipin. I have to ask you, who is going to be your player of the match?
I think this is going to be a tricky one. What a game by this side in white and green, right? I mean, the kind of combination play they've displayed, and each one has carried their load. It's not that they were over-relying on any one player. And if one of them had a little less production today, it was because it was intentional. They didn't want to tire out their whole side. There's a lot of maturity in their play as well, keeping their calm, not over compensating or going overtly aggressive by any one player. And this boy was electric. Montero probably should be the Muscle Bears player of the game, but you never know. Maybe there are other stats out there that will prove us wrong, and maybe it's going to be Blesson. Or it could be PC6. Curiosity kills.
Absolutely. They're also probably looking at the ball distribution, seeing who has played well in terms of getting the act right, in terms of playing a team game. And I'm sure we'll see that soon. Coming there on your screen is PC6, currently in jersey number 4, Puneet Chandra. Another top name there. And he wins the Muscle Blaze player of the match. Nutritional value for him, supplements to support his growth, recovery, and try and get to the next level there. Really nicely done that, and good work.
Let's take a look at the highlights. What a performance by the side. Fantastic opening, fantastic middle, and a fantastic end. The Gladiators did make a push to register themselves onto the scoreboard, but right through this contest, that AA battery that we keep talking about, this is Montero, Aaron Montero. And what multiple conversions this boy made.
हाइड्रेट पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए
शुभमन, बस इतना ही करना है. सिंपल है.
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना, जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है. Muscle Blaze Hydrate Fizzy Tabs with electrolytes for rehydration, vitamins for energy reload, and BCAA for recovery. Now sweat it till you get it. Muscle Blaze Hydrate. Rehydrate, reload, recover.
Being an athlete requires a high amount of protein in my daily diet. And that is why my perfect breakfast partner is muscle-based high-protein oats. 17-gram protein filled with good fats, antioxidants and whole grain. This breakfast won't just kickstart your morning but will keep you energized throughout the day.
मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए।
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है। मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट फिजी टैब्स विद इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स, विटामिन्स एंड BCAA। मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, रीहाइड्रेट, रीलोड, रिकवर।
मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए।
शुभमन, बस इतना ही करना है, सिंपल है।
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है। Muscle Blaze Hydrate Fizzy Tabs with electrolytes for rehydration, vitamins for energy reload, and BCAA for recovery. Now sweat it till you get it. Muscle Blaze Hydrate. Rehydrate, reload, recover.
Last two games remaining in this session then. Remember, it is the Hyderabad Hoops taking on the Pune Pythons. We have our officials, Mr. Suresh and Mr. Dinesh in readiness along with the match ball, and the players all set and waiting to walk in. So here they are then, the first team entering. We have the Hyderabad Hoops. Victory is all that they're looking for, and the Pythons waiting to try and get that here. So the next are the Pune Pythons. As usual, the two teams will line up for their team picture. A short warm-up that will come right after this, and we'll straight away head into live action in a matter of seconds.
Another game begins then, the second last one in this session. Hyderabad Hoops taking on the Pune Pythons. The Vipers that are waiting to try and sting the opposition. Straight up there, Rohit Sarawat for Hyderabad Hoops. Trying to get it inside. Not possible as of yet. Vikas Thakur, he's looked very good yesterday on the trot, managing to bag the 2-pointers back to back. Once again, Akshay Adana, quick feet. Oh, lovely. That's a great opening for the Pythons. From Akshay Adana, 2-pointer there. Super stuff. Tushar Vijay. Pythons on a roll. And as usual, I've been joined by Vipin alongside me. We haven't had lunch yet, but we're still full of energy. Don't you think, Vipin?
Absolutely. I think the game on the court is keeping us going. What a fantastic couple of matches we've had. 2 overtimes that we've been able to witness and a 21-pointer as well. So, wow, top level 3-on-3 action here on day 2. The EP3L, the baby of 2 professional leagues, the Elite Pro Basketball League and the Elite Women's Pro Basketball League. And the pictures being brought to you exclusively on the FGSN network. What an amazing celebration of talent this is in our country. Giving an opportunity to a lot of these youngsters. In fact, if you look at the captain of this side, the Hyderabad Hoops, Rohan Sherawat, what an amazing journey. A gold medalist in his school days, winner of the Khelo India competition, right? With his stateside education takes you abroad, so you can't be part of the regular setup that you have at a national level and an international level in the country. But you still love the game, so you come back after your degree, and he studied in Leeds and came back, and he has an opportunity to play at the topmost level, and that's what pro basketball is all about. Opportunities for people who love the game.
Absolutely. Remember, like we mentioned, it is a stage for everyone. Himanshu Godara as well, another talent that has played in the EP League. So has Vikas Thakur. And I really want to say, this is a great opportunity for people who've been on the bench. Vikas Thakur didn't get much of an opportunity when he played the 5x5 for the Hyderabad Hoops. But look at the way he's come back here in the 3x3 format.
Right, different strengths at this part of the game, right? So you don't have to have the same kind of stamina that you require for a 42, 48-minute game that you'll need to play when you play 5-on-5. Also, the amount of distance you cover in a full court is completely different. And here you have an opportunity to use your mind more and your technique more, whereas your fitness, in terms of agility, stays the same, but your endurance can drop down drastically, especially with the rolling substitutions that we have as well.
Great stuff that from Rohan Sherawat. He's been very good today compared to yesterday. And like we mentioned when we began this day, Vipin, something different with every team today. I guess yesterday was that warm-up day that they really required to try and understand the team setup, in terms of understanding what kind of passes to receive from your players, how to try and communicate without even talking. I guess today it looks much better for almost every team. I like the coordination, I like the setup, the players are looking good, the team's looking even stronger. Vikas Thakur once again. Abu Rati. There's been great banter between Abu and Manik in the EPBL season. Manik Olan representing the Mumbai Stars in the 5x5 format. That's it, a timeout here that's been opted by the Hyderabad Hoops. What do you think? Is it a little too early? Still 5 minutes actually remaining. Haven't seen many teams opt for a timeout too quick.
It's also an interesting point of time to take a timeout when you're up in the lead. Right? So I think they've also realized that they are a combination of slightly senior players as well. So maybe want to manage the energy level right and don't want to exhaust themselves. Also, it's a format wherein you play multiple times in the same day. So both these teams are very cautious that you don't burn yourself too much in the first contest of the day. A lot of activity on that bench. The Hyderabad Hoops have a lot to discuss. Just not getting the roll. It was a good hustle in the paint, but not getting the roll. Good rebound by Rohan. Calling the play. Yash hands it off to Rohan.
They require that constant movement. That's what Rohan is looking at. Great passing that. Shot clock violation there. You have to be careful of that. He took too much time, that Rohan. He wanted to hold the play, and in the bargain, he's given that away. Yash Shetty has come in there for the hoops. Rohan takes a breather. Akshay Adana. Since the time he's got an opportunity, he's flying. Saw him perform yesterday as well in the same manner. Hyderabad once again. Himanshu Singh just kisses the rim there. Akshay Adana once again, just at 1-2. Space for Abhishek. Oh, lovely. A sweet 2 coming from Aburati. Tushar Vijay, he knew that. Shashank Singh, he will wait out there for the Pune Pythons. So Tushar Vijay comes back in. Another rolling substitution quickly executed by Pune Pythons. Meanwhile, Tushar Vijay comes in and straight away gets a subtle 2. This is action-packed basketball, Vipin. Himanshu Singh was waiting. Damage could have been done, should have been done. And managing to get that foul as well. A block that's been called. Free throw opportunity.
That's right. It's interesting to see. I think Himanshu's a little blindsided on his right whenever he's driving in. Left opportunities, he's able to spot players who are free, but typically on the right he struggles. Interesting to see whether that trend follows. Good defense by Himanshu, the man of the moment for his side. Last touch white, says the official, so it's going to be black ball. So Pune Pythons with an opportunity to enhance this lead. Close contest. Both these teams fairly evenly matched.
Yes. Careful there, Rohan Sarawat. I'm seeing him waste a little extra time on the ball. And remember, the 3x3 format doesn't allow you to do that. You always have players stealing on you. It's a shorter court as well. So there's not so much space for you to keep the ball and run around. Aburati once again. Look at that strength that he's showing. Himanshu Singh does a good job. Vikas Thakur now right in the center. Tushar Vijay. Great interception. Akshay Adana. A little too much.
What a fantastic impact this player has had. Tushar Vijay, ever since he's come in, he's completely shut down Rohan Sherawat first and foremost, because the defensive pressure on Rohan has been immense. And wherever there's a loose ball, you seem to be taking that name, Tushar Vijay. Once again, the ball follows this man. And in and out of the glass for yet another point.
The action continues time and again. Quick movement here. That's what Akshay is saying. Just those 1 second on the shot clock. And right there, there's a foul coming in. Rohan Sarawat not very happy there with the foul call. And I'm sure that's going to happen. Sometimes decisions will go your way, sometimes they don't. A timeout here, 1 minute 50 seconds still remaining. Akshay Adana having a word with the official. I'm sure he's venting his frustration out.
This foul, this timeout, in fact, was called by the Pune Pythons, so definitely wanting to talk things over, perhaps. And a good breather for this side. They seem to have lost momentum, especially ever since Vijay Tushar or Tushar Vijay has started marking Rohan Sherawat. the distribution of this side from Hyderabad Hoops has suffered. And they will have to build on their combination play more, because in isolation, the one-on-one defense is really hurting the Hyderabad Hoops. Shetty. Tushar, pull-up jumper from way outside. No luck there. Nice open look under the basket. And an unforced error, one would say.
I'm really amazed with the kind of talent Vikas Thakur is at the minute. And handy contributions there for the Hyderabad Hoops. Both teams, they're really fighting it out here. Whipping 11-12, just the 1 point difference. Shashank Singh. Aburati once again. That's that block there. Another switcher for the Pythons. 53 seconds, Vipin. Keeps getting interesting.
Absolutely, 53 seconds and a single point separating these two sides. The Pythons in black just leading it slenderly. Some confusion in the ranks. The Hyderabad Hoops trying to talk position to each other.
They have to get that better. They have to try and make that better there. 11-12. Because the communication is also an essential part of this sport. And teamwork always makes the dream work there, Vipin. A lot of strength there. The timer's gone off. It is 11-12, is it? Or a 13-11?
Like the intensity of the players, following the official right up to the table, telling you how much invested they are in the outcome of this particular game. No easy games when you look at the 3 EPL. Tushar. Pull up for Vijay. And with that, it's the end of the contest. The Pythons have pulled it off. 12-11. Many of us were thinking this is going to be another tied game. We are going to go into an overtime. But holding on there, 12 points to 11. The Pune Pythons.
1 point has been such an important differentiator, that Vipin. And you can see the Hoops not very happy with themselves. Still discussing a lot of things there, the Hoops. I'm sure they can get better. A little frustration. It's part and parcel of the game.
And the fact that they're going to be playing again today. So, you learn continuously in 3x3. Unlike when you play a 5x5 game, you usually play one game in a day. So a lot of the talking happens off the court, in the back room. But in 3x3, the conversation happens right away. You're talking about, how you can set things up, how you can do better in the next rotation.
That's the man there, Tushar Vijay. He bags the second Muscle Blaze Player of the Match award. And he got one yesterday as well. Muscle Blaze official nutrition partner. And Tushar Vijay, bright 32 whites that I can see. And a very good smile as well. Now that's the player of the match, Tushar Vijay, walking home with a very good kit.
A good game for us to call. Stalin initially, Pune getting onto a rocking start. The Pune Pythons in black. The Hyderabad Hoops did try to make a comeback. The combination play between these two guys, Rohan and Vikas, was crucial in that. And then not getting the same amount of contribution from, say, a Yash Sethi. Himanshu, of course, delivered a lot as well. But they will be looking to give Yash Shetty more minutes, perhaps, so that they can rotate the players enough. That's going to be key for this side in the future games. So that side working their magic repeatedly off the glass and directly and clinching that victory by a single point.
मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए।
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है। मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट फिजी टैब्स विद इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स, विटामिन्स एंड BCAA। मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, रीहाइड्रेट, रीलोड, रिकवर।
मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए।
शुभमन, बस इतना ही करना है, सिंपल है।
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है। मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट फिजी टैब्स with electrolytes for rehydration, vitamins for energy reload, and BCAA for recovery. Now sweat it till you get it. Muscle Blaze Hydrate. Rehydrate, reload, recover.
Being an athlete.
In this specific session, we are looking at the Goa Waves take on the Eastern Tigers. Match officials, then Mr. Chandan and Ashwini, all set with the match ball. We're looking forward to the first team. Here they go then, the first team for action. We're looking at the Goa Waves.
They certainly bought in a wave yesterday when they played their first game, looking nice and bright in shades of white today. The away kit for the Goa Waves, and alongside them, the next team to try and compete. It is the Eastern Tigers. And as usual, they will pose for a team picture. And very soon, right after the ball tapping, we'll take you to the live coverage on the Freedom Global Sports Network. Stay tuned.
Right, so we are all set for action in this contest. The Waves taking on the Tigers. Goa Waves in purple. And the Eastern Tigers. Small change there. The Goa Waves in white and the Eastern Tigers in the purple. So watch out for these guys. On the top of the day with the back to you would be number 2, Saurav Bagga. With the ball right now, getting proceedings going. A little cool there. Pass not as tight as he'd liked it to be. Immediately apologizing to his players, to his mates. Perimeter play. Not quite keeping the same pace with the game. Good pass there. Good defensive hustle as well. It's a name that we are taking quite a bit, and the scoring opens with a long ranger.
the that right. Remember, Vipin speaking about Abudaya Yadav, he represented India in the Red Bull competition to Egypt, and they've been number 1 team. He's been PXP player for India, and we were about to probably see more of him in the PXP format. Waves won their first game yesterday. They have 3 games to play today. Many teams are playing 3, which is one of the final 3 games for them. Tomorrow we move on into the knockouts. You lose, you get out of the tournament.
Amazing hustle there by Saurav. Beautiful move by this Calcutta lad. A product of DPS Mathura Road from Delhi, having trained at the IG Stadium under a renowned coach there, Mr. Nehra. And I'm sure wherever he is, he'll be watching how his ward is performing.
It's certainly a test here. Ayush Dwivedi. Off the glass there, backwards Saurav Bagga. Great movement here once again. Abudaya Yadav, he has the chance. Abudaya Yadav, he begins. This is a warm welcome, a very good afternoon from him. Saurav Singh trying to find an answer. Abhi Kumar delivers one. Possession 6-4. Close that.
Both these teams playing a relatively clean game. Hardly any fouls. We are into minute 7. Just 3 fouls called so far. And one of them taking him to the free throw line.
Shubham Singh converts that one. It's exactly what you need to do. And talking about the game, Vipin, let's talk about the jersey as well. What do you think about these threads? You've seen so many of them today. I really like the purple color, honestly. And I want to know your view in terms of the various jerseys that you've seen. Which is your favorite?
I think definitely the purple one is a standout. The threads, right? I think it also has a little bit of that Lakerish feel, right? Especially with the numbering in, it's not really gold, but that combination with that color purple. It seems familiar, right? With all the NBA that we guys watch.
Absolutely. I cannot wait for these kits to be available online, which will be very soon, and where each and everyone can probably go and buy the kits of their favorite teams. Shubham Sharma, great execution. That's exactly what you need to do. Just a 1-2 fake and then a good execution. Navjot Bharia is coming in place of Saurav Bagga. Rolling substitution there for the Goa Waves. Abhyudaya Yadav still remains in 9-5. Abhi Kumar, hard luck.
Both these teams missing from the 2-point arc. Nice defense there. Alert to what's happening on the court, realizing that Abhi's trying something different. Aware, and Shubham with that interception. Saurav Singha, pull-up jumper for 3.
Abhyudaya Yadav once again. So close, and yet so far that it is a test there. Shubham trying to do everything correct. Navjot Bharia straight to Shubham Singh, who waits. Still getting it off the glass. Shubham there around 2 men. Which is the longest side you've seen, Vipin?
I think definitely the side from Bangalore with the AA battery. I think definitely, especially with that combination, it's not just the AA battery. You also have PC6 to deal with. So I think Bangalore definitely seems like to be a very strong side.
Absolutely, they look like a real threat there. And you know, we are also talking about the Mumbai Stars. They've got some reinforcement today, and that's a little surprise actually. We'll let viewers know when the Mumbai Stars play. And for all of you listening, I'm sure you should watch the Mumbai Stars game. I feel with the reinforcement now, they should look like a stronger side, Vipin.
I think Mumbai's already given a strong account of itself today. The Starlets, the girls were trailing, and then Kritika with an amazing performance. So yeah, I think Mumbai seems to be the flavor of the day.
Absolutely. It's working out for them in the women's department for sure. And the men's team will also be hoping to try and get into winning ways. Currently, the Goa Waves here. They're on 9. Eastern Tigers have come very close though. 7 points. Now Jodh Baria. Guess that one. Oh, lovely there from Bagga.
That's the kind of 3PL game that we want to watch, right? So, I mean, the hustle level of that play was immense. Sorry, I had to jump in there, Stalin. The energy making me, pick up the microphone.
That's how it should be, Vipin. And this is the kind of game that we enjoy, not only sitting in the commentary box and calling the game, but I'm sure everyone who's also watching this would have had the same reaction like the two of us.
True, and he finds himself, Shubham, at the free throw line. He's going to convert that one, and it's a comfortable 10-7 lead now for the Waves. Forcing that attempt there, and sometimes that's where youth takes the toll on you. And not using the players on the outside. Taking that foul on his way in.
Shubham Sharma is not very happy there. Sort of Singha, unnecessary foul. That's exactly what he's saying. That it's not required at that specific point in time. There you go. I'm assuming that's another foul as an illegal block that has been called. Again, Baria. Abhay Yadav, he's waiting outside for some time. We'll try and get a breather. .12-7 looks good for the Waves as of now. Converts that one. They move 13. Almost a 6-point gap here. Again, Baria amongst the key. The distribution can be better actually. We need more movement here. Eastern Tigers only trailing the game. A nice one that. A 2-pointer sort of Bagga. He brings 15 now for the Waves. Oh, beautiful. Bagga's on fire and in a form, Vipin. You'd want to watch that on replay actually.
We'll have to wait for the highlights package for that one, definitely. And Sora will not be happy. And sometimes when you get tapped out like that, it's best if you go and take a sit down on the bench just to calm yourself down. Pull-up jumper from way outside, and this time getting the roll. Abhi Kumar, they'll need a few more of these, the Tigers. Whoa. Is that a technical?
It was a strong one actually. It had to be very careful of that.
That's the kind of a call that we should be calling it a technical, because I think he had no intention of playing the ball. It was all man.
I think we really need the aspect of that yellow card or the red card from football getting to basketball, Weapon.
I think so. I think there are moments wherein we could do with it, especially in the 3XL kind of a format, because it's more of a street league basketball, so to speak. So sometimes things can get rough. Nice release, nice release. Abhi with an opportunity, set shooter. Just a little short with that attempt. And the only way back for this side, the Tigers, the Eastern Tigers, has to be through their perimeter shooting. 51 odd seconds. Shubham with the ball. Pull-up jumper from the top of the D. Bagga. Outlet pass this time to Abhidaya. Looking for that give and go. Good pass there. Fade away attempted. The ring just not being kind to these players today. Quick turn around. He looks around. And if you're wondering what he's looking at the giant scoreboard. And it's not a pleasant sight for the Tigers. The Goa Waves 16 points and the Tigers 9. With just under 23 odd seconds left on the game clock.
Now it's coming at the right time, I assume. But too late maybe to lead those ammunitions. 9-16. Goa Waves looking good. 16 points. The Tigers, look at the fouls there. 7, Whippen.
I know they've been finding it a little difficult against this Goa Waves side, and the movement has been pretty fast. That said, also this Goa Waves side is also a very active group. So it's a rough and tough, roughened group, especially if you watch Saurabh Bagga play. He's very physical. So the only way you think you can stay in this contest is by committing some fouls. Last few seconds as the game clock winds down. And the Waves will be smart to not utilize these last seconds and cause any injury. And with that, we have the final verdict, 16-10. The Waves taking it in this particular contest.
Now we have a few t-shirts being distributed there to the fans. There you see a few t-shirts given by the Goa Waves players, and a few lucky ones will receive that. They can take home the EP3L merchandise, to be precise. On your screens then is the Muscle Blaze player of the match. You have Saurabh Bagga. Great distribution of the ball, a great strength. Player of the game, player of the match. Muscle Blaze, our nutrition partners, and he receives an entire kit to support his nutrition, his recovery, strength, endurance, and training. And I'm sure Saurabh Bagga will make the most of this. Top-notch action there. Eastern Tigers, they began this in a good manner. And then moving on was the Goa Waves trying to dribble, dabble off the glass into the basket. They worked out almost everything correct. As the player of the match there, he gave in almost everything for this specific game. And they were going about their business in the right manner.
Well, this was a contest. It might have seemed a little one-sided, but it was physically competitive. Both these sides were giving it their 100% and not wanting to allow the other side to get any opportunities to pick up the play.
Being an athlete requires a high amount of protein in my daily diet. And that is why my perfect breakfast partner is muscle-based high-protein oats. 17-gram protein filled with good fats, antioxidants and whole grain. This breakfast won't just kickstart your morning but will keep you energized throughout the day.
मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट पसीना बहाने वालों के लिए
ये वाला पसीना नहीं, ये वाला पसीना, जिसमें पानी के साथ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का भी लॉस होता है। मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट फिजी टैब्स विद इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स, विटामिन्स एंड BCAA। मसल ब्लेज हाइड्रेट, रीहाइड्रेट, रीलोड, रिकवर।
मसल